everybody, and welcome back to the non-league adventure with me, GW365. We're playing as Eastleigh FC. We're actually out of non-league and we're into League 2. If you joined us last time, I think you saw us lose in the Johnson Speight Trophy 4-2 against Plymouth. Indeed it was. Since then it's not really been plain sailing. We've drawn 1-1 against Mansfield with Johnny Bate getting an early goal. We should have won that game really, and we let them in towards the back end. Felt a little bit hard done by. We followed that up with a away win against Barrow, 2-1, with Adil Nabi getting one, then McCormick getting an equaliser, and then Jack Senior of all people coming on the left midfield. He can sort of play awkwardly there, and he got the match winner. As you can see, we had a hell of a lot of chances. How we didn't score more than that is anyone's guess. Their keeper must have had a blinder or something. We followed that up with a 2-2 home draw against Exeter, and I was laughing and joking when Joe Partington scored to make it 2-1 in the 86th minute. Unfortunately, Nathan Holland came in with a 92nd minute equaliser to break our hearts, because we did dominate again. We had twice as many chances, 4 times as many on target, and yeah, just feel a bit hard done by in that one. We then faced Crawley, the team who got up automatically, and we went 1-0 up in front at the beginning of the first half, only to be pulled back to 1-1 by David Brooks. Very even game this. Obviously we dominated the possession stats, but it could have gone either way. I think a draw was probably a fair result. And then most recently was Colchester, who managed to beat us 1-0, thanks courtesy of a Paul Allen header in the first half. We had a lot of players booked, 6 players in all. We've got a £1,000, not 1,000 pint. I've got beer on the brain apparently. Fine. Even game again. We couldn't really break the deadlock. We were poor in the first half. We only had 4 shots to their 8, I believe. So we did play better in the second half, but unfortunately the damage was already done, and we missed a hatful basically of really decent chances where all you had to do was hit the target and you're probably going to score. Which brings us to today's game against Northampton. First of all though, I do want to mention one thing. Our team is crocked apparently. All these injuries. Adil Nabi has just returned yesterday. So he's been injured for about 4 weeks, I think, something like that. Josh Murray suspended for this game. Dunn's still injured. Akil Wright is now injured, and Ken Curran is still injured as well. Now you might be thinking, ooh, who's this Gabriel Oso guy? Well, it's funny because if you remember last time, Jake McCarthy was injured, and we've been having to play Joe Partington in defence and Grimshaw, who's not the tallest, and I haven't really been wanting to do that. So I thought I'll have a look and see if I can get someone on loan, and I thought this guy, he'll look the part. You know, not amazing stats like composure lets him down and bravery, but as cover, I didn't think it was too bad. His marking was decent, his tackling was good. His positioning is very good, decisions and determination. All the key stats, jumping reach 15, even though his heading's only 9, strength 15, I thought he's going to be a decent replacement for Akil Wright. Signed him on loan for 3 months, and then the very next day he got a strained stomach muscle and was out for 6 to 7 weeks, which is like nearly 2/3 of his loan agreement. So you can imagine that my frustration when that happened, and there's no one else out there who could consider doing a decent job. So we're having to stick with the team we've got at the minute. Because of Josh Murray's ability to get booked all the time, it means that Joe Partington is going to play on the right side of defence today. I've had, like I said, all the injuries have been taking a toll on us, and hopefully we can get a decent result regardless. We did have a game or two where Gerardo Martin was on international duty once again, and like I said, with Adil Nabi just coming back, we've had to play the last couple of games Callum Saunders and Johnny Bate, and that's your lot for the striking options. And obviously Adil Nabi's got off to a fairly decent start with 4 goals and 2 assists in his 7 games and 2 substitute appearances, getting a 7.55 average rating. So he's going to be really good to have on the bench for today's game, even though he's not fully fit. So the team as follows is Jaskalainen in goal, with Partington, Grimshaw, McCarthy and Miggins at left back. He's been injured recently as well for about 3 weeks, so it's good to have him back as well. So I think the poor form has kind of coincided with quite a few key players being injured, such as Miggins, Adil Nabi and Akil Wright, believe it or not. I didn't think I'd be saying that at the beginning of last season when he was hardly getting a game. Obviously we're still missing Ken Curran. Powell's come back and not really shown that much for us. He's only got, I mean, I say only, it's over a 7, but he's only got a 7.17 match rating for the season so far, whereas Ken Curran, as you can see, 7.75 in his first 5 games. So you can see where we are lacking here, but you know, we're still doing okay. It's not a travesty. We are still top of the league, but which I ought to show you really. But first, I'll get through the rest of the team. I'm going to go for a ball-winning midfielder of Piers Kerr, Walsh as the roaming playmaker, and Gerardo Martin on the left, with Saunders and Bate up front, which the reasons why is for Adon Abid not being fit to not start this game. But we will be bringing him on should we need to, because obviously Johnny Bate's been in a bit of poor form recently. Yeah, I'll show you the competitions now, which is basically just the league now, because we're out of these two. We've just got the FA Cup, which will get drawn on the 7th of November. So, as you can see, we are top. We lost his first game of the season last time out. It does mean that Coventry have drawn level with us on points. We are ahead by 4 goals. Simple as that. A decent result against Northampton, who are mid-table, 11th. And hopefully a couple of decent results. Maybe we can get that little bit of a barrier again, because, you know, worst case scenario is we end up finish 3rd, because obviously the top 3 go up. But I'm thinking at the end of the season now. Obviously, playoffs will be great. We've said mid-table finish, but if we can get into playoffs or above, then that would be I would consider that a successful season. Decent season will be mid-table. But that's for the team we're going to go with. It's going to be a fairly quick one, I would imagine, unless there's a ton of highlights. This is a team we're going to go for. No late changes, I don't think. Kieran Farrell is alright as bringing on as like a substitute. I don't think he's going to be a starter in the near future. But yeah, got some decent players. A couple of names that do look familiar, such as Ben Trinkett-Smith. I'm pretty sure I've seen that on Lalujo's save. I'm pretty sure you had him for Exeter. I want to say it was Exeter. Monacana rings a bell. I'm not entirely sure who M. Kelly is. Oh, Michael Kelly. I can see him here. No, it's Daniel, not B. It's a D. Jeffrey Monacana. I'm sure I've seen him before. This is a regen. Yeah, he's 26 years old. I could have sworn I'd seen him before and I proved right. And I'm pretty sure I've seen Adam Buxton as well, but he's not as standout as some. Right, anyway, into the game. We are slight favourites. I'm hoping for a decent result. You know, try and build on what we've started. I don't like the fact that players are switching off. It does frustrate me. But at least if they can turn green like the Hulk, then I'll be a happy chappy. So, yes, that's another switch off gone. Ah, oh, brilliant. That's well, not exactly what I wanted, but it's not far off. 3 people not responding. But Northampton are going to get the game underway. Sorry for punching the mic. And that is a great surname for the goalkeeper of Northampton. Trinkett-Smith loses out to Kerr early on. Saunders can't find Kerr with a return pass though. And now it's just the end of a highlight. Why do I always do it? But yeah. But it's a bright start from us. Liam Grinshaw gets a booking a game, it seems. He's already missed a game through substitution. He's missed a game through suspension. But Gerardo Martin there with a great chance to score, and it's a good block by the right back for Northampton, number 12. Walsh now with the corner, swings it in. It's headed away by Young. Powell is the first to react though at the edge of the area and plays it wide to Walsh. Can he whip at a decent ball? Plays it inside to Kerr. Kerr out to Walsh, and now it's Kerr again. Squares it for Bate. Can he get a finish? He can't. It's a corner. One decent thing I will say about the fact that we sold Mark Kerr, again punching the mic, give up, is yes, we've made some money from it, but also we've only got 1 Kerr in the team now, so it's not going to be as confusing when trying to do the commentary. But Thomas now on a bombarding, marauding run down the right hand side, and he ends up getting tackled by Powell, who's actually the right winger, playing left wing, left back for some reason then. I know it was a counter, that's probably something to do with it. Walsh with the resulting corner. It's headed away. Resulting corner? With a corner, should I say. Plays inside to Powell. Powell chips towards the back post, and Gerardo's there. He's headed into the side netting. And that was a decent opportunity once more. He's not the best at heading. You know, 7 for jumping as well. Young with a free kick though. Headed away by McCarthy. Gerardo gets the ball ahead of the right winger. don't know what number. It's number 8. I can't remember his name. It's not Monacana, I think. Saunders though in. It's a great ball from Bate, and that's the worst strike I've ever seen. Next over here, son. McGilvery, I want to say that is his name. Junior. Lays it off for Thomas. Did enough, did McCarthy. And Grimshaw's got it now. What can he do? He plays it back to Jääskeläinen. Son of the legendary Jussi. And even if you're not a Bolton fan, you can appreciate the talent of Jussi Jääskeläinen. And probably West Ham fans as well. But Bates got it now. Plays it wide, but he's lost out. Monacana hits it long, but McCarthy's there to clean up. And plays a decent ball in field to Kerr. He had a little bit of space there. Finds Saunders. Plays it wide. Bates got it. He's got Miggins in support, and he uses him. He crosses in. Buxton kind of half clears it away. And Bates there. Should have done better there. It's a great save, in all fairness, to the goalkeeper. Another corner. Walsh swings it in. Headed away. Saunders gets on the end of it. And lays it off for Partington. Got a bit Partington to play in this season. That's a terrible pun, I know. And Kerr gives it away now, but fortunately so is Trickett Smith. Buxton heads away and Walsh is going to collect it. He does. Miggins seemed a bit hesitant there. But now it's Saunders. Plays in Powell. Powell with a chance to shoot. He does. It's blocked well though. And the ball's cleared along and Thomas tries to flick it wide to Kelly, but I think Grimshaw will get there, and he does. And finds Saunders with a decent pass. Quite a decent game this, it seems. Saunders to Kerr. Wide to Powell. Powell looking for the overlap from Partington. Can he find him? He can. He lays off a decent ball. Partington now with a chance to cross. He plays it in field to Powell. It's a decent pass, to be fair. Got another opportunity to cross. Instead he just lets the guy come and tackle him for a throw-in. Never mind. Partington with the throw deep in his own half. Throws it to Powell. Powell heads it down for Kerr. And now it's McCarthy, the centre-back. Plays it forward to Bate. Brings it down beautifully. And now it's Saunders. Finds Powell. Infield to Kerr. Now it's towards Saunders again. And he plays in Bate. Bate with a clear-cut opportunity. He's put it wide. What is going on with Bate? All of a sudden he's lost his shooting boots. Needs to find him quickly because he's going to be getting ousted out of the team if he's not careful. There's Adel Nabi back from injury. And chomping at the bit. But Young with the corner. It's headed away. Trickett Smith first to respond. And plays it wide out to Young again. Young. Tackled well by Kerr though, and Geraldo Martin can hit it long towards Bate. Bate brings it down. He's looking for options. He plays it wide to Geraldo. It's a great one too in all fairness. And crosses in towards Saunders. It's headed away by Buxton. And Monacana gets the loose ball. Plays it long. And Kelly gets there. Now Thomas. Can they launch a counter-attack here? Partington wins the tackle, but Junior takes over. Plays it infield to Young. And now Kelly's got on the left. Great headed away from Miggins. It comes back out to Junior though. And now it's Young. Plays it wide to Buxton. Gets it under control. Plays it infield to Monacana. He's away from McCarthy. Great tackle from McCarthy, but it's still not away. Unfortunately, Jääskeläinen's there to claim the Buxton cross. Eventful game, to be fair. They haven't had many chances, to be fair, but how many times can you say to be fair, to be fair? And there you go. There's the sucker punch. Thomas scores from a free kick. Well, it gets crossed in. One touch, boom. Bottom corner, shows Bate how to do it. And to be honest with you, it's you can't say it's been coming. We've been the most likely to score, and it's just like just knocks the stuffing out of you. This is where this game can become frustrating, where you know you're doing everything right, you're creating chances, you're just missing them. Clear-cut opportunities as well. I had 3 of them, and we're just not scoring. I'm not entirely sure what Jääskeläinen was doing there. It's like we were waving to someone in the crowd and thought, "Oh God, there's a ball coming towards the goal. Best try and save it." Oh, damn. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's not good. I did have the option to try and sign a goalkeeper. What's Grimshaw doing there? Just dawdling back. It's not even a word now, dawdling. Not happy, boys. Not happy at all. We should not be losing to this absolute shower. No offence to Northampton, but they are in the league in comparison to us. So yeah, I'm going to be aggressive with them here, because that is not acceptable. I don't care that you've been demotivated. You're crap. You're playing crap. I'm gonna even say even more. I was hoping it might turn it green, but if he's demotivated, then so be it. Now it's Walsh. You've got 15 minutes to try and do something before I start making changes. Bate infield to Saunders now. Can we get an instant goal in the beginning of the second half? Patterson to Powell. Get it whipped in. He does. It's a bit of pinball there, but Young gets lucky with the touch. Kelly's got it now, though. Oh, it's gone out of play. Actually thought he had it under control. Must have miscontrolled it. Kerr back to Partington. Now it's Walsh. Chips over towards Powell. Powell is kind of in behind, but Alden's held him up well. Bate is there, and it's into the side netting again. I feel like singing, "What I gotta do to score a goal?" Because they just nearly showed us how to do it again. A bit of a let-off. Partington with the throw. Throws it long to McCarthy in the centre of the pitch. That's a right long throw. That's Miggins to Geraldo. Forward it goes to Bate. Bate is on it in a flash. Flash Gordon. Hero of the universe. But McCarthy now. It's cleared away, but it's played back in. Now it's Saunders. Can he turn his man? No, he goes out wide to Patterson. Get a ball whipped in, son. And he does. But it's a poor ball. And it's cleared away. And now Thomas now. Grimshaw does well. Because he's on a yellow card there to tackle. That's one thing he's quite good at, tackling. But, you know, it's just his height, lack of height. Makes me wonder, and Bate has made up for his poor performance in the first half, as you can see just now. 6.2 rating at the moment until he's got that goal. Maybe a touch fortunate with McGilvery's poor attempt of a save, but saying that ours were a poor attempt of a save. Followed it straight at him, to be fair, but the power, it was just too powerful, I think, for him. And we've had twice as many chances and twice as many on target, and that's no more than what we deserve. We don't deserve to be losing. That's one thing I will say. But we're now on the hour mark and we're still only at 1-1, and I think we do have to make a change. Unfortunately, because Bates just scored, it means that probably going to bring on Adel Nabi instead. One other change I will make is probably going to be, because he's not playing very well, is Geraldo Martin coming off of Robert Finnan, he's been okay. I think Robert Finnan is averaging around a 7, I believe, but we'll see. We do need some more attacking threat going forward, it seems. But yeah, Adel Nabi, obviously not fully fit, but it is a bit of a gamble to throw him straight back in there, but he's been Mr. Reliable for us for the last 2 seasons, getting like important goals. I think in his report he's got likes the big games, but here comes a dangerous attack perhaps from Northampton. I say that, and then it's a poor touch that allows Miggins to play a long ball over the top, and Lancashire's there. Clears away, but it's gone straight to Powell. Powell plays in Naby. Well, I say plays him in. He's played it to him. Oh, that's a great return pass, and Powell with a chance to score. He's put it just wide. Unlucky. Right, one last change. I think it's going to be Hesenthaler. He's going to come off of Walsh, who's not had a bad game. Let's not take anything away from Walsh's performance. He's looking a little bit tired, jaded, if you will. And he's just as creative as Jake Hesenthaler. He's been Mr. Reliable as well as Adel Nabi. But to be fair to him, he's not got a lot of high attributes, if you know what I mean. But it doesn't matter. He plays quite well. Miggins now plays it back to Hesenthaler who took the corner. Miggins again. Have a shot. I'll play it square for Kerr. Oh, I thought it got past him. It somehow clawed it into his grasp. McGilvery. I don't even know if that's how I pronounce it. Please correct me in the comments. Finnan though, trying to get on the end of a long ball from Partington, I think it was. Monacana though, plays it infield to O'Connor, who's just come on, not so long since. And Thomas is in with the chance here, fires it into the top corner. I actually thought it was offside. Apparently not, and it looks like it could be a second loss in as many games at the moment. Shocking defending. I tried to do something about us defending and they just get injured. So, team talk. Aggressive. Show some goddamn passion. Pile of crap. Don't deserve to be losing this game. I think you can agree. You know, we've had some really good chances again, and they just have two meaningful chances, and that, in fact, not even that meaningful. And that Grimshaw's going to get sent off as well, just to make matters even worse. Load of crap. They've had 2 shots basically all game that's been a highlight, and they've scored both. And we've had God knows how many, 20 shots, and we're going to lose this game. Ridiculous. Ridiculous scenes. Yeah, just keep you as it is. McCarthy, you're good enough to manage on your own for, I'm sure, for 2 minutes. I'm not even bothering anymore. They'll probably score from this resulting corner. Free kick. That is just the most demoralising result I've ever seen. Look at the shots tally. Look at the possession. Look at the average rating. We're even bit better on that. And we're losing. Great tackle from Kerr. Can we get something late on? I've left 3 at the back. I'm gambling here. And it could pay back. It could pay back. It could not. What's the word I'm looking for? Why do I always go blank? Could backfire. That's what I was looking for. Payback. Hezitala heads away on as far as bait. That's going to be all she wrote, I think. And it's disgusting, is that? Absolutely disgusting. Let us know what you think I'm doing wrong in the comments, please, if you've watched this long. Because I failed to see what I've done wrong here. We've absolutely dominated proceedings. We've had a hell of a lot more shots. They've had 2 chances and that's it. They've won. What would you have done differently there? I mean, it says to sympathise with them, and the only reason I'm going to do it is because one reason only: keep morale up, because that was disgusting. First home loss of the season follows the first loss of the season. We're actually out of the automatic running now, it seems, because Coventry are going to go on a massive run. They came down, I think, last season. Did they? No, they've been down 2 seasons. Well, yeah, 2 seasons. But it's Coventry. They're a big side. It's a side that used to play in the Premier League. For God's sake, you can't say that about many others. If any others, I don't think any of the others have. At first glance, no, none of them have. If Oldham were there, then maybe I'd have been able to say Oldham or Swindon, but no. Because believe it or not, they were in the Premier League right in the early days. 92-93 season, I believe. Both of them 2 went down. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, very disappointing results, as it is for Leeds as well. As you can see, Swansea have gone down. But we should not have lost that. It's disgusting. That's the most frustrating thing about this game. Dominating teams and then... Yeah, I'm just going to issue a warning. Dominating teams and then just losing. It just makes you want to be sick. It really does. Poor form though, all of a sudden. 4 games in a row without a win. It's kind of concerning. All in the league as well. And we were 4 points clear at one stage, top of the league. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a piece of piss, this. How wrong can you be? Right, the next game is probably going to be... I might do the Wrexham game, looking at it, because we don't know who we're going to get here. It's FA Cup. If it's a really big draw, like a decent side in League One, I think it could be Championship size. If we get a decent draw in the FA Cup, I'll probably do that game. If not, it's going to be the Wrexham game, because there's only going to be 3 games in November. There's only going to be 4 games in December, so I'm trying to spread them out a little bit. So if I do the Wrexham game for the next live com, hopefully we can pick up some points in these games here, and let's see where that leaves us. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't, press that like button. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. And if you think any of your friends might enjoy this content, please show me in the general direction of my channel. But until next time, I will see you then. Bye bye.